Good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's 14th Volunteer Leadership Conference. Yeah. I can't tell you how delighted I am to be here with all of you in Dallas. How fun being here. And over the course of our time together, I'll tell you even why I'm more delighted to be with you today, but it's so great to be here. It's wonderful to be in a new place and to see many old friends and to see so many new faces. For those of you who I've not had the pleasure of meeting, I am, as many of you are, a CF parent. We are joined by other parents, family members, and those heroes that have joined us because they were touched by the cause and they wanted to make a difference. There are some of us who have lost loved ones, such as I have, and there are so many people who are now benefiting from the wonderful treatments, the drugs that we have that are treating the basic defect. But you know what? We're all fighting together to find the answers and to create the hope for all people that are impacted by this disease. What a special treat to have the opportunity to connect and to learn with all of you and to celebrate our achievements together. I would like to give a warm welcome to many of our friends joining the conference online, especially those of you who have cystic fibrosis. Welcome to all of you. Your strength and courage inspire us all. You are the reason that we're here today. We'd also like to welcome the members of the CF Foundation Board of Trustees who are here today. And I'd like you to please stand for a second so that everybody can see you. And I will speak on behalf of them that every single member of the board is looking forward to being with all of you and having the opportunity to thank you for the impact that you are making, have made, and the many contributions that you have made to the cause. The theme of this year's conference is Teammates for a Cure. We all share the same dream, a cure for all people with CF. We are united in our commitment, but we each bring our own experience and talents to this fight. That's what makes our team so unique and so special. Get the white paper here. I'd like to give you a snapshot of just some of the different ways our amazing volunteers from across the country, our teammates, are bringing us closer to our dream. Can I have a video now?
We struggle for a day in hopes that they don't have to struggle for a lifetime.
Most rewarding part of my job is coming in and actually working towards making a difference.
an extraordinary team. You sure did cover a lot of ground this year. As our community has evolved, we have not lost sight of our mission. We build on our record of progress by continually seeking new ways to make a bigger difference, and by continually seeking and drawing on the passion and ingenuity that every member of the CF team brings to our fight. Each and every one of you is essential to our collective strength and success. You climb, you cycle, you dance, you advocate, you partner with care teams, you walk in great strides. You reach out and share our story. You inspire and mobilize many others to join us. Every day, you make our team stronger. This year, we have what we call the chapter shout-out box in the foyer space outside of the ballroom. I encourage you to think about all that we've done over the last year, individually and together. We want to hear about your successes and celebrate your chapter accomplishments and share them with everybody else. During the breaks today, take a moment to write down your new event, your favorite event, or something you're proud of. We'll share as many as we can tomorrow morning. I'm looking very forward to spending time with all of you, our most dedicated volunteers and friends, and exploring your new ideas that will carry us even further down the path to progress. Thank you so much for being part of VLC. And thank you for your hard work and steadfast determination throughout the year. And now it is my real pleasure to introduce two of the remarkable teammates who are powering our journey forward. Please welcome our powerhouse 2016 VLC co-chairs, Laura Gordon and Kim Murchowski.
So good morning. Thank you, everyone. I am Kim Murchowski, and this is my dear friend, Laura Gordon. And together we were honored to have served as your 2016 Volunteer Leadership Council Conference co-chairs. You know me. Or some of you don't yet, but you will. Laura and I are both very grateful to be CF Foundation teammates. Through the foundation, we found you, a community of people who share the same dream that we do, which is to cure this disease. Being a part of this community is very meaningful to both of us. We have met and made so many wonderful friends and have been inspired by families who have been touched by cystic fibrosis. So Laura and I, again, we're really honored to lead this effort last year. But now it's time for us to hand over the reins to another capable duo. But we would be really remiss if we didn't take a moment to acknowledge those who have led the efforts before us. So the past National Volunteer Leadership Conference chairs who are in the room today, Margaret and Mark Casalina, Mary and Lou Delfaco, Angie Kinney and Katrina Young, and Pam and Lou Mertz. Can you all stand and be recognized? Thank you all for being here. This conference has grown into what it is today, in part because of your contributions.
Well, I guess I have to say that it's not really in the script, but I think we got to do one last. One last. Hugs and high fives. And I looked up honor this morning in this thesaurus, and I wanted to say what an honor it was, but it didn't really truly capture the feeling that I had and the spirit that I had standing up here and representing you all last year. So I want you to all know that I will always take it with me in my heart, and this conference and all of you and all of our loved ones will travel with me wherever I go, whenever I go, and it will never leave me. So, my last official duty is to introduce our 2017 Volunteer Leadership Conference co-chairs. So we have Ginger Birnbaum from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Mike Beatty from Denver, Colorado. And there's no doubt in my mind that these two are going to bring the passion. So Ginger is a chair of our Great Strides National Family Team program and walks for her son, King. King's a 5-year-old with CF, and her and her husband, Alex, and King's sister, Emma Virginia, have a national family team, Kenneth King's Believers. Let me tell you, they are believers. They've rallied more than 20 teams across the country to join their fight, and Ginger is also on the advocacy efforts for the foundation, and including March on the Hill. She's always there. You'll always see her. And she is a chair of Three Blind Wines in Chattanooga. So, Ginger Birnbaum. Mike is a member. Everybody knows Mike. But if you don't know Mike, Mike is a member of the CF Foundation's National Board of Trustees, which is our nice purple banner there, and currently serves as a National Leadership Council chair. Under his leadership, 4 new national committees have been created to share expertise and support our annual priorities, including fundraising, individual giving, volunteer engagement, and outreach. He's been involved with the Rocky Mountain chapter for more than 30 years, and his passion for CF stems from his amazing daughter, Piper, who has CF and is a force to be reckoned with on her own. So we turn over to these very capable hands. Ginger? Have fun. Have fun. Do it.
Thank you, Laura and Kim. Welcome you all to Big D Little A-double-L-A-S, and that spells Dallas. The Northeast Texas chapter is right over at a chair over there. Would you all stand up? Give these people a hand. They have been absolutely fantastic. This is going to be an incredible gathering, and it's going to be an incredible gathering for a number of reasons. First of all, it's the first time we've been outside of the Washington, D.C. metro area. I know that you understand that, but God sent us a message that it was the right decision because of the weather that we had back there. We would have probably canceled given the situation that we confronted. Secondly, it's the first VLC to be live streamed in every single session, including the breakouts, all live streamed all across the nation. First time we've ever done that. Don't applaud. I've got so many firsts, you'll get tired. Third, not even counting the hundreds of participants that are joining us remotely, this is the largest VLC in history. 630 people are attending this year's conference. We have so many people attending the conference, we had to take over another hotel, and we're not done growing yet. Fourth, this is also the first VLC where we've empowered the Leadership Council to all of a sudden take over the 4 committees that Laura and Kim just talked about. We'll be talking about those in the breakout session. I encourage everyone to go. I want ultimately everyone to participate in some form with one of these committees and help us grow as a national foundation. Finally, this is the first VLC to ever have both the president of the foundation and the chairman, both Preston and Cam, leading us in the Boot Scoot Boogie. You don't need boots, you don't need a hat, you don't need a bolo tie. None of that makes a difference, but you've got to dance because this has been the most successful year in the foundation's history, and we are going to celebrate by dancing on Saturday night. Now then, here are a few announcements just to keep in mind. First of all, don't forget to spread awareness and connect with others during this entire conference by social media. That is hashtag CFVLC 2017. I know, Kathleen, because of my age, this is my wife right here, that she thought that I was going to say # CFVLC 2017, but I got it right, Piper. Please remember that as you watch this. Remember, it'll be at the bottom of every one of the slides. We'll have that so that you'll see the password and the network. That's to connect if you want to with the Wi-Fi. So please understand that. Secondly, there is a button. Where's my Columbus, Ohio people that I talked to before? A number of first-time attendees. There you are at that table. We have people from Oklahoma City over here. We have people from Austin over there. We've got people all over that are wearing this button, first-time attendees. You understand, This is a family. Embrace these people. Make them a part of our family. There's a reason for this button. Welcome those people and make certain that what happens is they come back year after year. Third, in terms of announcements, you're going to notice that there's a ribbon. It says teammate. Mate is capitalized. There's a reason for that. Whether you are a staff, a volunteer, a family member, someone with CF, a corporate champion, a Great Strides team leader, a major gift owner, it makes no difference. You are a teammate. You are part of this family. And MATE is capitalized because it stands for the acronym Make Adding Tomorrows Easier. Everyone knows, motto for the CF Foundation has been Adding Tomorrows. I want to just say one additional thing. I said it yesterday to some people. I hope everyone remembers it because there are so many people in the room for whom this is critically important. It's not just make adding tomorrows easier. It's to make added tomorrows easier. There are a lot of you out there who know and have children who suffer from this disease. And as I said, we are going to untether those people from the oxygen concentrators, from the feeding tubes, from the IVs, from the percussion vests that keep them tethered and keep them from and make their life easier to live a rich and rewarding life as they grow older. One of the things that's going to be primary. Lastly, I want you to share your stories. I know that's hard to do. I will tell you from the get-go, we have 12 cases of these, and I hope that they are each and every one used. But I'm going to share with you mine, and I hope that you will give me just a moment to do so. In 1981, Kathleen and I had our second daughter, Piper. After 6 weeks, she hadn't regained her birth weight. She developed pneumonia and spinal meningitis. She was rushed to the hospital. A little girl shortly thereafter came into our room, dragging an oxygen tank behind her, and said, "What's wrong with your baby?" We said, "We don't know. She's very, very sick." "Why are you in the hospital?" She said, "I have cystic fibrosis." That night, in a telephone call with Kathleen, I said, "Thank God Piper doesn't have that disease." I looked it up in the medical dictionary, honey, and that little child is probably going to die soon. She did, shortly thereafter, but not before we had received Piper's own diagnosis of CF, along with the advice from a very sensitive doctor that said, "Look, I want to be honest with you. There's no cure for this disease. Take her home and love her for as long as you can. Odds are she won't live beyond 18. We did take her home. And a few months later, the little girl next door, Samantha Pelican, just a few months older than Piper, was also diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. A little over a year later, Samantha had a baby sister, Libby, and Libby was also diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. 3 wonderful little girls, all within a few years of each other, all with the disease of cystic fibrosis. That's why they have appeared from time to time as the children at Celebrity Ski. We live in Colorado, so it's easy for us to get there. But frankly, the people that ran CF Ski understood that if they had 3, they'd probably lose 2, and it'd be easier for them to keep the function going. The good news is, thanks to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, all 3 girls are still alive. Piper has had 2 double lung transplants, but thanks to drugs like Toby and a compassionate use exemption for the inhaled antibiotic Caistin, she lived long enough to receive her transplants. And believe me, she would not have made it had it not been for what the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation had done in its drug development program. So I will do everything in my power for as long as I live to pay back to this foundation. And my proudest moment is that Piper now spends every day of her life trying to help others with this disease, and her blog, A Matter of Life and Breath, has been an inspiration to many others who have faced transplant. When asked what I wanted to accomplish at VLC, I told Molly Riley at the national office that I wanted to leave this conference. I wanted people who participate to leave informed, inspired, engaged, invigorated, and in step, because we are going to be dancing and we're going to be working together to find a cure for this disease. I want you to consider what you can accomplish. There's notepads in the bags that you received. Write down your goals. Remember the shout-out box. I want to understand some of the special things that people have done over the past year. This conference is about you. We want to applaud you. Let us know those things that have been done. Meet the folks from other chapters. Meet the national board members who are here. And most of all, dance.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's beautiful. Hello, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here with you today. As Laura said, doing this is just the biggest honor because there's no group of people that I would rather be with and work alongside on a weekend like this. I'm especially pleased to stand up here next to Mike, my new friend and an inspiration to our family as we fight cystic fibrosis. And to those of you watching remotely, welcome. We're so absolutely thrilled that you are here with us today, and we hope that you will continue to tune in and live stream along with us. So we have 2 full and exciting days ahead of us. But before we get into those days, I really want you to think about why you are here. Are you here because a friend has been diagnosed with cystic fibrosis? Are you coming to represent a company? Have you come to learn something new on behalf of your child who is living with cystic fibrosis? Are you honoring someone who you lost to this disease? Have you worked furiously all year in your local chapter to make CF stand for Cure Found and come here to connect with this incredible community? Are you here for yourself? Whatever your reason for attending, I'm so glad that you've chosen to join us. And now I want to share with you why I am here. My son, King, who is 5 and living with CF, is the spark that led me here. Look, he's so sparky, right? My daughter, Emma Virginia, who is 8 and worries tirelessly over her brother, is the spark that led me here. And presumably, each of you attending today, whether in person or remotely, has a spark, something that inspires and energizes you in the fight against this disease. Your own unique light to scatter. That spark, combined with the sparks of so many others, is what makes us a shining, dynamic community. It is what makes us a CF family, and it is what makes us teammates. Each of you is lit from within, and together we are luminous. For me, this foundation and all of you are the reasons that I, as a CF mama, have held it together. I know that there is never a moment that I am alone. There is never a moment that a scientist is not working toward a cure. There is never a moment that the foundation is not raising money to make a difference in my King's life. There's never a moment that another family, so many families, are not planning a fundraiser. There's never a moment that I doubt the dedication of our strong team of healthcare advocates. Perhaps most of all, not a moment goes by when I'm not thankful for and proud of this incredible community. This foundation, the CF parents that started it, the people that have carried on the legacy, it is all pretty remarkable when you take the time to think about it. The next time you're online, really take the time to look at our website. Look at all that is underway in the drug development pipeline. Look at all of the information offered to parents who have a child that's just been diagnosed with CF. And look at the ways in you can get involved. I promise it will blow you away. With all of the joy that such hope and progress brings to me, I'm also painfully aware of what does remain at stake. As I said, it's because of my children, the spark that they lit within me, that I started out here. Over time, through great strides, national family teams, 3 Blind Wines, advocacy, extreme hike, volunteer leadership conference, March on the Hill, and so many other avenues, I've come to take on the sparks of all of your loved ones. In King's eyes, I see so many incredible people that I want to wake up every day and fight for. In Emma Virginia's eyes, I see so many loved ones that need support so that they can continue fighting for their siblings. I see your sons, daughters, siblings, grandchildren, your families, your husband, your wife, your friend, your coworker. I see you. Your story is my story. It may be a spark within our own reality that brings us here, but it is this combined light that illuminates the path forward. We've accomplished remarkable things together, and I know that we will continue on in that spirit. So, you may have noticed that there are some brown bags on your tables. The note tells you to hold your horses. Okay, and you also have 2 desserts on your table, so I hope that you haven't eaten both of them, perhaps. Maybe you have. Maybe you're really hungry or you had a long night. I'm not sure. Okay, so take the bags. In the bags, there are candles, all right? Take a candle, please, and stick it in one of the desserts if they're still there. So go ahead and do that. Really, everybody, I really want everyone to do this, please. Okay, so together, we're going to light our candles and we're going to make a wish. Can we dim the lights a little bit, please?
Look at it.
Look at it, look at it, look at it. Okay, so my wish is that we will leave here united in a shared vision and strengthened by our combined light, poised to set the world on fire. Now, you make your wish and you can blow out your candles. Look how beautiful it worked.
I'm at a concert.
I know. Oh, okay. So make your wish and you can blow your candles out. This is really beautiful, y'all. So there are also extra candles in the bags. Those are for you to take home. If ever you find that you need to recall the love, the support, and the light that just surrounded you now, I hope that you'll light your candle and find your spark once again. Thank you so much for all that you do to make this community a reality. I am so proud to be a part of your family. So proud. I hope that you enjoy this conference and all that it has to offer, hearing the medical and program updates, learning from the CF community, discussing fundraising best practices, and understanding the impact of our advocacy and public policy efforts. I also hope that you'll connect with old friends and make new ones. Remember, whatever role it is that you play in the foundation, we truly are all teammates on a mission for a cure. It is now my pleasure to introduce the inspirational leader of this team, Dr. Preston Campbell, our president and CEO.
What an amazing team. Ginger, Mike, thank you all. Aren't we blessed to have such inspirational leaders? Give them another hand. And isn't it great to be here? It's just great being here. VLC has become such an inspirational moment. And I have to thank you. It's going to only get better. And I have to give a shout out to Mike because it hasn't been mentioned, but behind the scenes, Mike Beatty has been working diligently to re-galvanize and re-energize the Volunteer Leadership Initiative into really a force that's going to change things going forward. And so I want to thank you, Mike, for all the hard work that you've done. Give Mike a hand. And Karen, do you want to come up here? So this is fun, but I need everyone's participation if you don't mind. I'm going to need you all to stand up. I'm sorry for that, but I'm going to need you all to stand up. And the reason I want you to stand up is that Just before I came out here, I got a very nice note from Bob Bell, the former president and CEO of the CF Foundation. He said, Preston, please tell all my friends at VLC hello for me. So I'm going to do that. So welcome and hello from Bob. But I think we can do better than that, right? Wouldn't it be nice to send him a picture of all of you waving to Bob, wishing him well? Can we do that? Are y'all willing to do that? Okay, so Karen, we're going to get a picture. Oh, it looks like a video. So everybody give Bob a big wave. And Bob, if by chance you're listening online, the love for you is overwhelming at this moment.